Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we're doing a review on this collection here. If you didn't realize that by the thumbnail. So I went to my P.O. box today and I had a package, and I knew it was from Colourpop because it was from Oxnard, California, and that's where my Colourpop PR packages come from. Full disclosure, this is a PR package, but I was expecting the Zodiac pigments because my friends who are also on Colourpop's PR received the pressed pigments, so I was like, oh, I'm getting those. The last package I received was the big box of lipsticks, which I don't know if I'm gonna do a video on, just because there's so many of them, but I did get those, just so you guys know. But this one came as a complete surprise, and I had my eye on it over the last few, I guess, week and a half, 2 weeks is when I saw it the most, especially because I just had my birthday weekend, so of course I've been a little bit more sidetracked, so I didn't really know there was a new Colourpop collection until like recently. So I just had to do a video. Obviously, this is a very, I'll show you. This is a very neutral palette. Like, there's nothing bold about it. Let's be frank, let's be real, let's be, transparent. It's not like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of colors, but it's a really good everyday palette. And you'll watch during my video. I actually don't know if there's gonna be audio, so there's a full, let me let you guys know ahead of time, is at one point in this video, I'm not sure if the mic was on. I'm so sorry if it was not, but that's kind of why I'm saying a couple of these things, just in case that I didn't, because I might have to do a voiceover, or I might just let it ride. I might just give you guys a Instagram toot in the form of a YouTube video. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. But the collection comes with 2 mascaras. Let me get my cheat sheet. The collection comes with 2 mascaras, which sell for $8 each. I did use the mascara, let me zoom in a little bit, on my lower lash line, as you guys can tell. And then I use the other one, ooh, is it popping up? On the upper lash, which you can't tell because it is a brown mascara, and I like brown mascaras. I love brown mascaras. In fact, in high school, brown mascara was my go-to. I don't know why. It just really was. Brown and blue. I really liked blue. I was one of those girls. So it also comes with 5 lippies. I am using one, the Ultra Blotted versus the Silky Matte, and then the Matte Match. So the Ultra Blotted is the buildable formula. So you'll see me in that kind of apply it into my perfect shade. This is Cypress Chill, and there were 4 other shades. I don't swatch those for you guys, so if you guys are looking for swatches, unfortunately I didn't do them, mostly because, and I mentioned this a little bit later on, I don't know which shades will flatter my skin tone, and I don't want to use them if I'm not going to keep them, and I would love to contribute them to my giveaway. And so I'm getting close to 40,000 on Instagram. Follow me there. I would rather somebody else who it would compliment own them, so I'm keeping those. And then of course the palette is $18. I think that's a pretty decent price for this particular palette because of the shimmers especially. But I swatched this, it's there at the end, and that's it. That's all it's in this collection. Small collection, but it's actually a really good price, and it's pretty. It's pretty. It's themed after, of course, California. I'm from Washington State, so I don't know how to say that. I guess you would say it doesn't resonate with me. It does, but it doesn't, because I love the warms, but like I need a Washington palette. I need greens and browns and things like that, blues and like idea. We'll do a Washington palette, okay guys? Anyways, I do the getting ready with me, and like I said, I use this whole face is Colourpop except for my foundation, so I'm pretty impressed. But let's just stop talking. They did give me a discount code, which of course is Rosie5, which they always do. I don't make money off of this. This is literally just for you guys. You guys can use it off your first purchase. I know some of you guys have already made purchases through Colourpop, so it probably doesn't apply to you. But of course, if you know somebody, there it is. Create a new email. There it is. That's it. I'm going to go ahead and start getting ready. Hopefully, I save the audio, but if not, then oh well. I will see you guys at the end. Okay, so opening up the palette, you can tell it's a super neutral palette, which I'm kind of going for a warm look right now. Something natural, nothing crazy. We're starting off the Sequoia. I'm going to tap off the excess. This is a Morphe M443 brush, and I'm blending it out into the crease to kind of start my transition. This shade was super pigmented, actually, and there was little fallout. I think this is a Morphe brush, into Gold Rush to kind of deepen that crease. I really don't know what I'm saying here, but I am talking a lot, so just bear with me. I do show you the palette to let you know there's no kickback really, and that's one of my favorite parts of Colourpop shadows. I'm going to go ahead and blend out those shades together just to kind of soften the edges. I really love the way Colourpop shadows blend together. I think they blend like a dream. Next, I go into Highway 1. This is the warmer of the two shades in the bottom quadrant. Like, look how seamlessly they blend together. I really love the way they did that. Next, I went into Cruisin'. This shade is so freaking beautiful, and it's so moist that I was able to just use that to cut my actual crease. I didn't actually have to go in my concealer like usual. And then I go into Mission, which was the warmer of the two shades, to kind of deepen out the crease. This is a Jelly Wings brush. I love Jelly Wings. Shout out to them on Instagram. Show them some love. And then I'm going back into what I had on the brush for Highway 1, which is a vintage brush, actually. I got it on my BoxyCharm. And I'm kind of blending out these shades all together to make them look pretty and like I'm actually decent at makeup. I use my fingers for El Capitan because their glitters are so soft and they just apply like a dream. And they don't really stick to the hands, which is a good thing. And then I just made sure to blend that out together so that it looks good or decent. And then I went ahead and popped on Diego into my corner. Okay, so there's a strong possibility that it was not recording that first Getting With Me portion. Not too happy about that, but unfortunately it is what it is. I'm going to go into Super Shock Shadow Blush. This is in the shade Growth Flirt, and this is from the Sweet Talk collection. I think it's the Sweet Talk collection, or like the Yes Please collection. So I have been using Count Me In like insanely, religiously, like non-stop. This is a little bit deeper than what I'm used to, but I'm still going to go ahead and use it. Like, it's a gorgeous pink shade. Come on, focus. And I don't want to pull out my look because that one's kind of embarrassing. I'm going to go ahead and set with the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. Just because I do like to have my face a little bit like moist when I apply it, because it is a cream blush. And I'm going to go into this Kabuki style brush. Coat it. For the longest time, I hated these blushes. Like, absolutely hated. And then I started using them recently, and I am just so obsessed with the formula. And I was mentioning on Twitter the other day, I used to be really big on having just a matte face. This is really, really pink. Having just a matte face, and more recently, all I care for is glow. Like, just the glowier, the better. Okay, so this is really pink, so I'm going to have to put foundation over it to kind of mute it down a little bit. But the shade's pretty. So I know that seems like a lot of blush, but I'm all about the blush life lately, like insane. So I'm gonna go back into the palette in the shade Highway 1, which is what I applied in the crease, just in case you guys didn't see that. I don't know if I'm gonna do a voiceover or what. I might have to. Is my thing record? Yeah. I swear, guys, I feel like these last two videos I've had nothing but mic trouble. And it might just be because I'm out of practice. So I'm going to go into Gold Rush and bring that transition down and around. And then I'm going to take this brush, even though it's not really, there's nothing on it. Just whatever's left. And then also clean that up. I like. So for cheeks, I'm going to go into this pressed powder cheek highlighter. It's like a highlight floor blush. And I don't know what shade it is, actually. Focus. Focus. But I'm going to go ahead and use it. I'm going to spritz one more time. I'm going to go into this. Actually, one of my favorite highlighters is from Colourpop right now. There you go. I feel like their formula is so underrated. It's one of the ones I also took to my birthday vacation. And then I'm going to highlight here, which I don't do very often. Okay, so for lips, they sent over all 5 shades, which are Auger there, Double Double, Cypress Chill, Scenic Route, and Swing Away. So I don't want to swatch all of these. And the reason for that is because I feel like some of these will not look good on my skin tone. So what I'm going to do is probably keep the ones that I think look the best. Let me take them out of the packaging and then put the rest in a giveaway. I will be putting up a giveaway on Instagram soon, as well as Twitter. I can't talk. Because I feel like I'm growing most on those social networks, and of course I've had the most support on those sites. So I definitely want to show my followers some love there. So keep an eye out. If you're not subscribed to any of my, or following all the rest of my social networks, then please do. I definitely am a lot more interactive on those sites because it's easier versus like on Instagram, comments get flooded. So these are the shades. I feel like these top two I might not keep, but definitely these two, and I'm indifferent on this one. So this one is the one I'm going to apply today, right now. This very sick, actually. Do I want to go a little bit bold? We're going to go Cypress Chill for the lip. And this is the Ultra Blotted formula, which means it's the buildable one. My favorite formula from them is the silky one. They sent over 2 mascaras with the collection, and I actually really enjoy the Colourpop mascara formula. I don't think I've done a video on it, but I have used them in previous videos, and it was a blue one, so I was really excited about it. So they have a Brownie Points brown shade, and they have a Lover's Coral shade. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the Corals Lover on the bottom of my lashes and kind of build it up so it gives it a little bit of pop of color and almost matches with the lips a little bit. I'm really hyped for it. One thing I love about their particular mascara, their packaging is cute AF, is their wand. Something about their wand is phenomenal. Like it's very pointy, so it really separates the lashes and kind of gets in there, and I like that. The only downside I would say to that is it doesn't apply as much onto the lashes right off the bat, if that makes any sense, just because it's doing its best to kind of, I guess, define the lashes. That's a good way to put it. Zoom in a little bit, and a lot of product. Oh wow. So guess I'm going a little bit on top lash. Really pigmented. I keep squinting, which in turn gets them on the top lash, which I wasn't trying to do. Please don't drag me for how I put on my mascara. This one is a lot more pigmented than the blue I used. I'm going to pop on these lashes. These are Boudoir from House of Lashes. Of course, these are actually a brand new pair. I haven't worn this style in so long, and I'm a little bit hyped about it. So let me pop these on, and I will be right back. And I kind of want to apply the other mascara to the top layer of my lashes. So give me a second. And we are back. So that was it. This is the final look. I pretty much love it. I did apply the mascara while I was off camera just because it kind of completed the look, and I wanted to be able to like, when I was done. You know what I'm saying? So let me zoom in a little bit. I don't know if I mentioned this in the beginning, but there's a chance that there's no audio during my getting ready with me portion, which I really hope. I like, fingers crossed, you guys, because that would make me so happy. So it blends out on both sides. And as most of you guys know, either new or like longtime subscribers, you guys know this is my problematic side. So I kind of judge a lot of how things blend on like their quality. And on this side, it blends out flawlessly. And as I mentioned during the getting ready with me portion, which I'm not sure if I recorded or not, but it's definitely one of the reasons why I like Colourpop's formula is it's so good. The mattes, like when I applied it, like this shimmer part of it, I didn't need to cut my crease because of the way the formula is. And I'm gonna reiterate this just in case that I don't save my audio, just in case there is no audio. But when you apply the metallics, they're so moist in formula that you don't need to carve the crease before. It's almost enough to do it itself, which obviously it is. That's what I'm trying to say. It's enough to carve the crease like this. Like I didn't need to carve it first. You know, you can do it as like a soft blend, or you can actually do it as a hard crease, just kind of dabbing like most people do, or just carving out completely, which is essentially what I did. Is I just cut the crease with the actual shadow versus concealer. and I really love it. I did use, so I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shades. 7 out of 12. I had to count them, which is good. I always try and use as much shadows as possible, and the ones I didn't use was, of course, this shade, this shade, this shade, and this shade. Oh, and this shade too. This shade too. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and swatch them really quick on my hand. I'm currently kicking myself because that shade Surfrider is so beautiful. That's the top one there. So top to bottom is Surfrider, bottom Cahuenga. The one below that one is the Bay. The one below that one is Laguna, and the one below that one is Gnarly. So top to bottom, as I mentioned, is Surfrider, Cahuenga, whatever, Jamaica, Bahama, the Bay, Laguna, and Gnarly. So those are really pretty shades. In fact, that's like a look right there. Obviously, this palette isn't like a wow, mind-blowing palette in a sense where you haven't seen half the shades before, but Colourpop is very unique with their formula, and they're very affordable. And I would have to say, for the price range, you're getting a really good palette. And I'm not just saying that because I was sent this. I'm just saying this because, as I showed you guys during, I don't know if it recorded the audio, so let me tell you guys once again, this is my current fave palette, and I've tweeted about this, and I've actually posted this to my Snapchat, my Instagram stories. I'm obsessed with this palette. This palette went to Arizona with me for my birthday vacation because it's so good, and I love it. I reach for this almost every single day, and that says a lot because I have a lot of palettes that I really love, but since getting this one, I would have to say this is like 75% of my getting ready for me. It's like every day for work when I do wear makeup, because lately I just don't wear makeup. And that is the one, the new one, California Love. So side by side, which is what I was trying to show you guys. Actually, I got distracted. As you guys can see, they're actually like really opposite spectrums. This is definitely cooler. This one looks warmer in comparison. So yeah, that's that. As far as the lipstick goes, this is Cypress Chill, and I knew I was going to love it. I'm not going to swatch the rest of them, like I said, because I don't know which ones I'm keeping yet. But I will try and insert swatches. If not, then I will link down some posts down below in my bio, because I don't want to like forget to credit and have there be like an uproar, because this beauty community is in shambles. Y'all know what I mean. You guys know exactly what I mean, so I'm not even going to go there. But that was it. I hope you liked this video. Are you guys proud of me? 2 videos in a week. Well, not the same week, but in a week, like 7-day span. I'm back. I'm telling you guys. I'm going to do this, okay? So, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Also, follow all my social networks, which are linked down below. I have Twitter. I have Facebook. I don't use my Facebook very often, but I do post everything to there. So, you guys still get to see everything. And I know some of you guys are really amazing and interactive on there. And I appreciate you guys so much. And when I do check my Facebook, I like to comment back. But I suck. Like, I really suck. I wouldn't even have Facebook if it weren't for my mom. It's true. Anyways, of course, Instagram is my main platform, so don't forget to follow me there. That's it. I'll see you in the next video.